So what's up? We back into this good old reading. Oh, oh! Now you running when I do my reading. Whatever. All right. So what's up, everyone? So we gotta get into this good old read. Whoever the messages for whomever the messages. What are the messages for whomever? What are the messages? Whew. For whomever it may concern, what are the messages? For whomever it may concern, what are the messages? For whomever it may concern, what are the messages? For whomever it may concern. So you have a projection here. You have a person here. You know that you're leveling up. You know that you're glowing up. You know that you're the type of person to where you bring people together. Okay, what you are focused on is pleasure. Okay, pleasure through the things in which that you do for yourself. This is a personal victory. Okay, so this card is kind of like, it's not about what you have. It's not about what you do, who you are. It's kind of like what type of impact or what type of change can you bring in a positive way to somebody else's life. Something like that is what I'm picking up. This is giving me like a lot of depth. Okay, this is why you are so successful and recognized by your way of thinking. You know, it's not just about you, but at the same time, through your own personal victories, you know, do you also share victory with other individuals? Okay, so it's like your come up is other people's come up. You know, anytime that you come up, it's like not about you. So it's giving me the 1010 portal. Okay, so this is going to represent some type of initiation. So you have shown and you have proved, because a lot of people, when they level up or when they think they're about to level up, it's kind of like you really see, it's kind of like that mask gets smacked off and they really show you what they're about. You know, your come up is not about the flex. It's not about being boastful. You know, with your come ups, how can you help other individuals? And you don't have to go out of your way to do this. When you know your value, when you know your worth, when you know the effect that you have on people, and when you know what you do and what you have to offer, it's not about exhausting yourself. Just you being you is a gift. And that's all that is required. So, you have a projection here. You have somebody here. Um, I feel like it's coming up as a woman, but I feel like it's a man. Okay, so this man is having issues with loving himself. He's having issues with his feelings and his emotions. Okay, so there's a little dependency, there's a little clinginess. You know, it's very emotionally toxic. This individual, I do pick up toxicity. I feel like there may be two people here. So it could be a man, and it's kind of like it's like he reflects his woman's femininity. Okay? So with the Ten of Painting in reverse, this is going to represent the discontentment, not being satisfied. It's never enough. You know what I'm saying? So to be quite honest, I feel like that's what you call a love bomb. So maybe that man is being love bombed by the woman in his life, and it's kind of like, or a woman that is around him. And so, or a woman he's connected to. This could be somebody in his family. It could be the woman right next to him. It could be a friend, somebody at work, whoever he has an emotional connection to. Okay. At one point in time, you know, this woman, she's speaking a lot through this man, because at one point in time she saw him as their happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like she not feeling love, so she feel like there's so much that she has to do in order to feel loved by him. But it's not about him. It's about being whole and complete within yourself. So, he's reflecting this, unhealthy femininity from whoever he's connected to. So we have Angel of Painting. So we have an angel around. We have Woman of Poetry. You have the Man of Music over here. There he is. That's the Man of Music. So this is his woman. So this is his masculinity, and he's reflecting her femininity. The Lightning in reverse. There was a realization between the two of them, maybe with him about himself, or maybe her about him, but it's kind of like they may have realized something, but they don't care. It's like the truth would they realize the truth about them, about themselves. They realize the truth about the situation, but it's kind of like they just don't care. So these individuals, they may be married or in a long-term relationship. Okay. But the thing is that because they don't care, they want to project onto you. It's kind of like they want to bring you down, because somewhere in there with encountering you, it made him realize something about himself, and about his relationship. But even though he has had that realization, he just doesn't care. Okay. So he wanted to make some type of move. He wants some type of emotional influence, but it's kind of like he doesn't have that. So he thinks that his woman, in his eyes, his woman is the type of emotional influence that he thinks that he wants. It's like he doesn't understand that it's toxic, but he does now. But he doesn't care. So it's kind of like he's still trying to push through with having a toxic emotional influence over other individuals, and it's not working for him. Every time he tries to go in with it, it gets canceled. He gets canceled. Something always ends up canceling. Two of Poetry in reverse. He dropped the ball to his individuality. Forgiveness in reverse. You already know, you already have the answer. You already know why this is happening. You can no longer be in denial. So you have to forgive yourself. You have a hard time with forgiving yourself. There's a deity that's trying to wake up through you. That deity is still there. When you're hungry, you need to eat. When you're thirsty, you need to drink. You need to start experiencing more pleasure in your life. It's kind of like what you think is pleasure, it's really not. You're outgrowing that. But you don't want to accept it, because it's kind of like that there's work, that there's new adjusting to you, you know. Whatever. But anyway, when it comes to you, you're taking a new direction within like certain projects that you have going on. You're going to be receiving gifts. There's a tool that you have. Okay? Remember that you are the tool as well. With the Woman of Poetry, this is taking initiative. Okay, so you're moving in a new direction, and you're taking initiative in your life, and you are being recognized for that. Not only are you being recognized for that, but you are being recognized, like I said, as someone who brings other people together. You have a lot of togetherness within you. It's not always about what other people see or what other people see from you. It's more so of, you make everything, you're kind of like self-centered. It's all, you make it about you. You are someone who loves to experience pleasure. So that is something that you create for yourself mentally. And there are many ways in which that you do that. So it's like you are what you call a pleasure to experience. Your presence is a pleasure. You know, your words, your kindness, it's like who you are, it is a pleasure. Why is it a pleasure? Because you're constantly creating pleasure for yourself in ways that other people don't see. And that is the energy that they feel from you. That is the glow that you exude. Okay. So that's going to be the end of the reading. So until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.